You know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Welcome. Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me one moment. All right, guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and we are back with another video. If you guys can hear me, please let me know. Y'all know I was starting this show. I did not have my earphones plugged in, so please let me know if you can hear me because I couldn't hear myself. So let me know if you can hear me, if the sound is good, because I want to jump into some things tonight. I want to have an open discussion. I have a receipt that I wanted to discuss as well. And when I was looking at this receipt, it kind of brought up some subject matter that I wanted to cover. So I want you guys to let me know if you can hear. Okay, so my people telling me they can hear me. So, hey, together we break chains. Maya, Vanderveer, Cleopatra Dawn, Shebe 30, Dynasty Doll, CR, Do the Right Thing, and Destiny Lee. Hey, you guys. All right, so as you guys come in, hey, Susie Davis, I see you. Hey, is that Natalie Simpson, Black Beauty? I see you guys as you come in. Come on in and sit down. Move your seats accordingly so you don't catch the coronavirus. Y'all go ahead and make sure you're sitting 6 feet apart. Make sure you got your mask on because we're going to get into some things, okay? So make sure everyone is sitting the way they're supposed to sit and there's social distancing and y'all got it, y'all ready. All right. Because we need to talk, okay? Because we really need to talk about who is to blame, all right, for this mess that Tasha K finds herself in. Who is actually to blame? And I know a lot of people do not care. Quite frankly, a lot of people that are supporters of Tasha K, they don't care. They feel like she has the money. So what? She's being sued. She got the money. She can afford it. To me, it's really not about that at this point. Great. If she got the money, go ahead, girl. You want to waste money? Go ahead. I am from the school of thought, you can never have too much money. I don't want to waste money if I don't have to. But that's neither here nor there. If she want to be wasteful and her winos feel as though they want to be wasteful, hey, go ahead. Channel chatter, I see you, CC girl. Hey, Soleil 846, I see you. But if they want to be, um, you know, wasteful and they feel as though she got it, then go ahead. Now, yes, I do see Cleopatra that she just hit 1 million subscribers. Congratulations. Congratulations, because that is definitely an accomplishment. And we are not haters. We definitely are not hating on Tasha K. But I definitely want to talk about who is to blame for this debacle. Is it Tasha K? We definitely know it's not Cardi B. She didn't ask for this mess. Is it Tasha K or is it the viewers? Is it the subscribers? Tasha K was actually encouraged to settle earlier in the case, and we have a receipt for that. Earlier in these proceedings, she was encouraged to settle. after the discovery was made known and everyone had combed through the discovery, there was a possibility that they were going to settle. So all of those narratives that she was never going to settle, that's a lie. That's a bold-faced lie, because I have the receipt that shows she was going to possibly settle. All right. So we're going to talk about that. And we're definitely not jealous of anyone. She's been on YouTube for years. And she definitely is a really big content creator, and she definitely is an influencer. So we're not taking any of that from her. If you actually would sit tight and you would listen to the basis of this information and what we're going to bring forth, then maybe you'll learn something. You know what I mean? Because we're definitely not hating on Tasha K. Actually, this video is really shame on you to the viewers. Because really what happened with Tasha K, she got caught up in mess. All right. Now let's just be honest. When you make content that is, you know, you want to do it your way and it's not messy, people will not watch it. You understand? I'm you know what? We're not going to do this. People will not watch it. All right. But as long as it's messy, people will watch it. So that's really where when I was looking at the information, I was like, well, wow, she was encouraged to settle earlier on in this lawsuit. Well, why wouldn't you not do that? But I don't think it was beneficial. It wasn't beneficial. It would not have been beneficial for her to settle. If she had have settled this case earlier on, it wouldn't have been beneficial. The clickbait, the monostat, herpes. If it wasn't for those titles and it wasn't for those videos, people would not have watched, and it would have not garnered the sensationalism that it garnered, and it wouldn't have given the attention that it gave. Because who in their right mind would not have settled with a multimillionaire? Who would have not have settled with a case such as this, where it's definitely going to be proven that you committed defamation, slander, libel, invasion of privacy? It wouldn't have went this far if she had to just settle. But as I stated, wouldn't have garnered views, wouldn't have garnered attention, wouldn't have given the viewers that juice. Wouldn't have given Tasha K that oomph that she needed, because she definitely was encouraged to settle. And like I said, we got a little receipt that shows that, because we always have to have a receipt, you know. But I'm doing the research and I'm viewing the documents. And earlier on, it would have served everyone. I mean, the taxpayers, people are wasting money. We are spending money in Georgia for this trial. For what? For what? Defamation, slander, libel, invasion of privacy, all because Tasha K did a few videos stating information that was false. But why? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Same reason as why she continues to make videos. Like, what is she doing now? Going after Nene Leakes, the side piece. Did an interview with the side piece. And what was everyone doing? Tuning in. Meanwhile, Armand has a video where he basically interviewed Cardi B, and it's only not even at 40,000 views. A celebrity, Cardi B, 40,000 views, but the mess, the drama, Nene Leakes side piece. Let me run over there and watch that. It's not the content creators that are to blame. It's not the content creators. I mean, if you take my channel, for instance, I get a lot of people that say, is that all you have is Tasha K? Is that the only content you have? No, we have 315 videos on this platform. Many of them don't have anything to do with Tasha K. We have videos that are documentaries where you can actually learn something. people don't tune in to watch them. That's not my fault. I'm making the content. The minute we put up some mess, everybody's in the chat. We got 118 people here right now. Because why? Tasha K, oh my God, the lawsuit. Let me go tune in. And that's great. We love it. We love the support. But at the same time, when we premiere something that is of value, something that has a lot of information, something that took a lot of time and effort, nobody's there. But they want to tell the content creator, you're not making any content. Everything you're doing is about Tasha K. Hey, sorry, we're on YouTube to make money. That's the whole point. I'm not on here for clicks and views. Well, I don't know what you're on here for. Everyone that says they're not here for clicks and views, that's not true. That is a lie. When you're a content creator, everyone is shooting for, I need to get that 100 subscribers. I need to get that 1,000 subscribers. Now I need to get 5,000. Now I need to get 10K. Now I need to get beyond that. I need to be monetized. It's always a goal when you're on YouTube. Always a goal, right? So we put up the content and we put all our efforts and we hope people will watch. But what happens? Oh, I don't want to go over there. I'm going to go over there to where the mess resides. So it's not the content creator's fault. Whose fault is that? It lies with the viewers. It lies with the consumer. So at the end of the day, when we see Tasha K in this mess that she is in, and this is mess, it absolutely is. I don't know why anyone would think otherwise. It's mess. She absolutely is in mess. Chief Keef Sosa says, I can't lie. Once content creators create their channels based on mess, that's all the viewers want to see. Some can't go from dragging to celebrity tea. Exactly. And that's basically where I'm going with this. So we see Tasha, her come up. It absolutely was Cardi B. It was R. Kelly. It was all of the sensationalized stories. And then once you put yourself in that box, it becomes pressure. Now it's pressure. I got to compete with my previous video. I got to compete with the previous mess. Now I know this is a lie. Now, don't think when she was not sitting down at that table trying to come up with, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, Star Marie, you got any tea on Cardi B? You used to know Cardi. You got any tea? Well, I don't know. This could be a lie. I'm not sure if it's true or not. But da. And then boom, this mess is born. Did she have to go into it? Did she have to feed into it? Oh, and we can't forget about Usher. No, we can't forget about that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he was accused of having STDs as well. And we can't forget about Jaguar, right? But that's coming down later down the pipe. We can't forget about that, but that's coming down later down the pipe. But we're sitting down at the table and we say, what can we do? What can we come up with? What can we follow this up with? I got to find a way to break out. I got to find, you don't think I'm sitting here and when you see me do my content, you see me switch from lives and then I do uploads and then I have documentaries. I'm trying to come up with content and come up with, information that I can give my subscribers without going over the top, without actually making up a lie. We sit as content creators and we think, what can we come up with? What information can we give our viewers so that we can pop, so that the channel can go boom? And what is born, it's either going to be a lie, or it's going to be information that's teetering on the lipstick alley. It's going to be teetering on the lipstick alley quality. It's going to be teetering on a tabloid quality, because at the end of the day, the subscribers want more. The viewers want more. I delivered them a sensationalized story last week. I delivered them content that had them on the edge of their seats. It was messy. It was full of tea. But what can I do to top that? Oh no, we got information on Cardi B. Well, I'm not sure if it's true, but guess what? I'm going to put it out there and I'm just going to see where it goes. I'm going to see where it goes. So then Cardi B becomes aware of this information and that these videos are existing about her. And she says, take them down. None of this information is true. Well, guess what? Come on my channel and give me an interview and I'll take them down. Well, no, you're going to get sued. Well, guess what? I'm just going to be sued because you know what? I didn't think it was going to go this far because guess what? Maybe I was going to settle in the beginning. Maybe I kept it going because I intended on settling. I counted on settling. And then maybe once we got into the information, Cardi B's team said, no, we're not, you know what? We're not going to settle. We actually see what we have and we see the information after discovery. And after we've looked at everything, we said, you know what? We're not going to settle. We're taking this all the way to the top because guess what? You continue to make videos. You still won't stop. Even after you're being sued, you still won't stop, which is why we now have to continue to ask for every video that you've done up until the end of December 2021. This started back in 2019, March to be exact. So now it's going, even after maybe we're going to settle. No, is it in our best interest to settle? So then it becomes clickbait. Now I'm putting up videos and now I'm putting up information that I know is not true for clickbait. Oh, it definitely was a personal vendetta. Definitely was a personal vendetta. Things get too far. You know, once you're already in something, sometimes once you're already in something, you're just in it. And now you got to ride it out. You got to ride the wave because if you pull back and if it looks like you're weak, now everyone, your subscribers and all the people that are subscribing and the following you're gaining because of your narcissism and your outright disregard for people's private life, they're going on with this. Don't turn your back on us, Tasha K. Give us the tea. Give us the drama. Give us the blood. Don't you settle. You're Tasha K. We built you. We made you. You have thousands of subscribers. You're Tasha K. Now it's ego. Now the egos are involved. And what is Cardi B doing? She's sitting back having information put out on her, all because someone wants to go viral on YouTube. But again, who do we bring it back to? Who is to really blame? If you guys are following me and if you're getting what I'm putting down, please give me a thumbs up in the chat. If you're catching the replay, please give me a thumbs up in the comments right now, this moment, if you get what I'm putting down. Controversy is more popular than integrity and putting out content and getting to the race. You might win the race, but it just might be a little slower. Might not be as fast. Might just be a little slower. It's not beneficial for us to do the right thing. It's not beneficial. Right? So let's get into this receipt because then maybe we'll be able to see exactly what it is that I'm saying. Why would somebody intentionally stay locked in a lawsuit for 2 years when they could have settled? Earlier on. Could have settled back in August of 2019. Could have settled. But instead allowed this lawsuit to drag out. Now we're into 2022. Allowed the lawsuit to drag out. For what? Clickbait, views. It was more beneficial and it served you more to drag it out in a lawsuit. Because the end result is what? To get to this million subscribers. You got your million subscribers. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't see. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know, what I can't say what someone else is worth, what they value worth. My value might be different than someone else's. But I would ask, was it worth it? Was it worth the million followers, getting that millionth view on YouTube and everyone seeing it? Because that's all it is. People seeing that you have a million subscribers. What is it doing for you personally? You're still on YouTube with the rest of us. You're still sitting here as our coworker. I don't see a major network. I don't see any deals. All I see is still, and I'm not taking anything from her. I'm definitely not. I don't want to downplay her accomplishments at all. Don't want to downplay where she feels she is, because she is successful in her own right. But what I would ask, was it worth it? All of the climbing on top of others, putting out their information and putting out their tea to get to this millionth subscriber. Was it all worth it? Think about that. Was it worth it? So I want to share this receipt because I don't want to get ahead of myself, because, you guys know I've been trying to work on that, but that's why I've been doing the uploads and stuff. I've been trying to work on keeping my subject matter to the point, getting out the information and being done. Let me get and share my screen. All right. Okay. So back in August, the parties anticipate seeking a joint protective order addressing the confidentiality of certain personal information. And we know when we enter in lawsuits, protective orders are issued. Okay. They're not really restraining orders. All right. So there was settlement potential. All right. Here's a document. All right. Settlement potential. Lead counsel for the parties certified by their signatures below that they conducted a Rule 26F conference that was held on May 23rd and that they participated in settlement discussions. So May 23rd, 2019. Other persons who participated in the settlement discussions are listed according below. So for plaintiff Cardi B, it was Sarah Matz and her attorneys. For Tasha K, it was Olga and Sadir. All parties were promptly informed of all offers of settlement, and following discussion by all counsel, it appears that there is now X, a possibility of settlement after discovery. So they had the option of putting a possibility of settlement before discovery, a possibility of settlement after discovery, a possibility of settlement, but a conference with the judge is needed. No possibility of settlement. Well, lo and behold, look at what we have here. When we're doing research, see, this is what happens when you do your research and you have receipts. The documents never lie. A possibility of settlement after discovery. So once the discovery, which means the evidence that was presented, which side had what? Counsel decided on May 23rd, 2019, that after the discovery was made available to each side, there would be a possibility of settlement. So if there was no possibility, it would have been checked where it says, nope, no possibility of settlement. But why do we think that no settlement ever occurred afterwards? Could it be that settlement would not have been beneficial, would not have helped with the videos, with the views, with the clickbait? I'm going to stay locked in this lawsuit with Cardi B. What side do you think said no, no, no to the settlement? Could have been Cardi B that said, you know what? I got all this evidence against you. I'm going to win this lawsuit. So guess what? Now that we've seen what we actually have, now we see the discovery. Now we see what you got on your side. We're not settling with you. We want to take this all the way to the jury, and we want the jury to decide. Not to mention, after this came a summary judgment that Tasha K lost. After this, Tasha K's countersuit for the $3 million and assault, and not to mention other charges that she tried to put on Cardi B, those were dismissed. So the possibility of settlement, I wonder on which side said no, 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 we're not settling. No, we want to take this all the way to the jury. I really want to say that it probably was on the side of Tasha K. It looks like to me, Tasha felt like, you know what? I'm not settling. I'm going to go forward with this because it's not beneficial for me. It's not beneficial for me to drop this and settle this. I'm not going to look like a loser in front of everyone. I'm going to go forward with this. I'm taking my chances and I'm going forward and I'm sticking out the course. And Cardi said, well, you know what? Guess what? If that's what you want to do, fine. We got enough. We have our evidence of we can prove our case. Matter of fact, give me them videos. Matter of fact, we going all the way to December of 2021. We're going to get everything that you put up. We want it published and non-published. Now we got computer forensic experts combing through electronic data that's been published and non-published. So Cardi said, you want to take it to trial? Let's go. We're going to be able to prove our case. But it was the clickbait for me. It was the baiting. It was, I'm in a lawsuit with Cardi B. So I'm going to push it to the limit. But again, we got to go back. Who's to blame? Who is to blame? Is it Tasha K? Or is it the viewers that want blood? Or did Tasha K put herself in that position? When you put yourself in the box to where as though I'm going to be the channel that has the tea, and everyone that says you're jealous of Tasha K, you want to be like Tasha K, let me tell you one thing. I will never, ever, ever be that woman, never be that Black woman that would never put another Black woman down saying that she is not good at what she does. We never say the woman is not good at what she does. She's great at what her and her husband are a great team. Great team. You can't take nothing away from her husband. Stop putting it all on Tasha K because she's the talent. That man is behind the camera and all the other staff members that she brags about employing. Stop taking it away from them. They're also behind this operation. Okay, she's the talent. So we won't take that away from her. Very well-oiled machine over there. However, you put yourself in the box where I'm going to be the T channel. I'm going to be that channel. I'm going to be that channel that posts all the sensationalized story. I'm going to be that tabloid. And everybody goes down over there to her for the mess. For the mess. So how can I top my last video? How can I top my last mess? I put up regular information on celebrities and I put up the little neighborhood talk that's going on, the trending topics. Nobody wants to watch that. I need some blood. I need some tea. So when you put yourself in that position and you put yourself in that box, it opens up room for now I'm creating situations where now I'm in a position where I'm lying. I'm lying to create a buzz, to generate a buzz. I'm lying because I want to gain a following. I'm lying because I want to gain subscribers. Who's to blame? But who's to blame? Is it the viewers or is it Tasha K? We got to think about that. Is it the viewers? Is it consumption that need for more, that need for mess? I mean, hey, you don't think that I'm not in that same position? You don't think that people don't pressure me for the mess? No, you have to remain steadfast. You think people don't want to pull me into the drama? You think I don't see what goes on in the YouTube streets? You have to learn how to stay away from the drama. But when you're willing to lie on someone for the views, hey, your subscribers and the viewers, they don't know that you're lying. And at this point, they don't care. We have now seen on YouTube where people do not care if you are lying because she has stated, I can make a lie go viral. I can make a lie go viral. I knew that the story was fake, but I put it out anyway. If you're going to send me fake stories, I'm going to keep posting it. Those are her words. Those are her words. I can make a lie go viral. If you keep sending me stories that are lies, I'm going to put them out anyway. Why? Because people want the mess. And she has been pressured and put in a box to where so she's got to keep delivering content that is messy, or people will unsubscribe and they will stop watching. They will stop watching. Hey, but you didn't have to put yourself in that box. Do you know how much pressure that must be to have to try to come up with a lie after lie, and try to make it sound like it's true? Lie after lie. That's why I keep trying to pinpoint and let people know this is not about an opinion. This is not about her having an opinion about Cardi B, stating information that was alleged or information that was already on the blogs, and she was just stating her opinion about it. That's what we do every day. That's what so-called celebrity bloggers, that's people that have tea on their channels. That's what we do. We basically report on stuff that's been put out by the Shade Room or put out by the Neighborhood Talk. Those are a TMZ. Those are our sources. We get these stories, they break on the internet, and then everyone comes and gives their freaking commentary. You go to who you go to because you like how they put it together, and you go for their specific commentary. But you don't go for lies. It's the lies for me. It's like when you realize that it's a lie, when do you pull back? Whose responsibility is it to say, wait a minute, this is a lie? No, people will keep watching. They will watch the train wreck. They will watch you lie, and they will keep watching over and over, because at the end of the day, people just like mess. Now we're getting to the point where they don't even care if it's true or not. And then when you get sued and you get to the point where you're at in a situation like this, everyone sits back and starts saying, well, that was just her opinion. No, ma'am, that was a bold-faced lie that she knew it was a lie when she said it. You can't go up on your platform and accuse someone of having a disease. You can't go up on your platform and say that that video is her putting a beer bottle. You cannot defame people's character. That is not having an opinion. That's not fair use commentary. That's not any of that. That is a bold-faced lie. I knew it was a lie. It's clickbait. It sounds great. Look at this title: herpes monostat. Those are keywords if you don't know. Monostat, herpes, disease. Oh, everybody's running to it. Now I'm blowing up. I don't give a damn if it's a lie or not. All I got to do is turn the comments off, or all I got to do is just act like I don't even see the comments. But guess what? My channel's blowing up. My revenue is jumping. I don't care. And guess what Cardi said? No, ma'am, you're not going to use me for clickbait. You are not going to lie on me and use me as a come up. Y'all would much rather tune in to see this woman defamed and see her character assassinated. But when she went on a platform and actually gave a legitimate interview and talked about tea from her own mouth, nobody watched it. Or mine should have had way more views. Cardi B platform, what? 40,000 views? Are you kidding me? We can't make the viewers watch. But I bet you those titles will. You put that clickbait, Cardi B, monostat, herpes, and everybody's running. Cardi B interview exclusive, talking about her beef with Cuban. Nobody's watching. But let it be something about her talking about Tasha K in that lawsuit. Everybody would have been over there. We can't make the viewers watch. We can't make you guys tune in. We encourage you to tune in by our titles and our keywords, and whether our videos are being recommended or our thumbnails. But at the end of the day, you might look at your analytics and you did a video and somebody, all they watched was 4 minutes of your video, and you had 20 minutes worth of information. But they said, you know what? 4 minutes in, 4 minutes in, this is not, it doesn't get no tea. This is not no tea. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, why did she not settle? Why did this case not settle back in 2019? Which side? Who said no? Who said it's more beneficial for me to stay locked in this lawsuit? I don't think it was Cardi B. I don't think it was Cardi B. I think Tasha K turned down the settlement. It was more beneficial for her to stay locked in, for her to have videos about Cardi B, for her to have everyone thinking and knowing that she's still in this lawsuit with her. So that she can continue to put up videos. She can continue to say Cardi's got this, and she can accuse her of having a disease and all this, because why? It hasn't been made known yet. We're still in a lawsuit. So we don't know, we don't know the results of the case yet. But I wonder if everyone's going to have that same energy when we do know the results and when this thing is over with. And the gavel is banged on that desk and the judge says, this is the order. I wonder what everyone's going to say then. But at the end of the day, Tasha K will still have her channel. She will still be Tasha K. She will still be making everyone think that she's all good and nothing came of it. She had the money to splurge and spend. Her and her lawyers are the dream team. You know, and we're not hating. Hey, more power to you. Great. You had the money to defend yourself. But was it worth it at the end of the day to be put in that position? I wouldn't want to be. I would not want to be in the position where I have to draw blood in my videos. I have to think of something to constantly come up with to entertain the bloodthirsty viewers. I would much rather have viewers like mine, and I thank each and every last one of you that support me no matter what we put up, no matter what kind of content we have. You guys are the first ones there. You guys are liking the videos, you're commenting, you're supporting, you're sharing, you're doing all of that. Because as a content creator, we never want to be put in a box where we have to question our integrity. And when you have to do that, it's time to log off YouTube, because your integrity is never that deep. You should never question doing right or wrong over a YouTube. Click, view, subscribe, share. At the end of the day, this should be lighthearted and fun. You should be able to put up content that entertains. When you're pressured to come up with giving people's tea, can you imagine how much pressure that is to have to try to find out who's doing what celebrity is sleeping with who? Where can I get tea from here? Whose hairdresser can I ask? Whose celebrity stylist can I interview? Who can I DM to get some tea from? I mean, that's a lot of pressure. So at the end of the day, that doesn't lie. I mean, that's a responsibility of a lot of people. It's a responsibility. You got to put some of that on the viewers. You got to put that mostly on Tasha K. You know what I mean? But it was just more beneficial to not settle. It was beneficial to just keep it going. You know, now I can keep having these clickbait titles. I can keep making these videos, and I can benefit off of this. But when they say, oh no, we weren't ever going to settle, that's not true. Settlement potential right here, as always, the receipt, possibility of settlement after discovery. This was back in 2019. This was back in May. This was a few months after the case was brought to the court. The complaint was filed in March 21st of 2019. May 23rd, they were talking about settlement. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the question remains, who's at fault? Who's at fault? I mean, no, Tasha didn't have to do that. Nope, she didn't have to. She did not have to go on with these narratives and put Cardi, you know, under the gun like that with false information. She didn't have to do that. But it's a lot of pressure. Hey, when you're trying to build a channel and you're trying to go viral and you have a vision of you want to have thousands of subscribers. I mean, Tasha K's been on YouTube for a very long time. So for people to compare my numbers with Tasha K's numbers, that's not fair. Not fair. You can't say, well, you want to be like her. You wish you had. If I was on YouTube for 10 plus years, I better have thousands of subscribers. I better have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I better be pushing millions of views. I better be at a million. If I have been doing those numbers consistently, I just got on here. I'm doing my thing. I'm growing slowly. I'm not in a rush. If it happens, it happens. That's the whole mind frame. Everyone jumps on here with the mind frame of going viral, with the mind frame of being some type of celebrity. This, at the end of the day, YouTube was created for people to put videos up and entertain. It was never meant for people to get on here and go viral and become famous. That's everyone's goal. I'm jumping on YouTube and I'm going to be monetized and I'm going to have all these viewers. Do you know how much work goes into YouTube? How much work goes into editing, doing videos, putting the material together, and forget it if you're actually editing and gathering information. You have to write your scripts, you got to edit them, you got to read them and try not to sound like you're reading. You got to make it entertaining. It's a lot of work, and you're starting it from the ground up. Some people don't want to take it slow. Shoot, Tasha K got on here and said, honey, I'm trying to go viral. What is it going to take for me to make these numbers go up and make them go up fast? I need a narrative. Star Marie came with that information, and that was all she wrote. And it just spiraled after that. This story, one after another. Why do you think they're so sensationalized? Why do you think they come one after another, after another, after another? It's never no regular celebrity. Everything is, I got tea. I got information on this person. I'm going to spill their tea. I'm going to tell. It's never just reporting information that everyone like everyone else and just doing the commentary. It is always, I'm spilling information that someone else doesn't have. That's the dream. That is Tasha K. We're going to go over there to Tasha K's channel and she's going to entertain us with information that no one knows. She's going to give us, because she's got insiders. She's got insiders that know stuff about celebrities. That's a lot of pressure. I wouldn't want to be in that position. Wouldn't be. So all the people that compare and say, you want to be like Tasha K? No, ma'am, I do not. I would much rather have my channel the way it is and have my own mind and being able to get the content that I want to create. I don't have to be pressured to get that tea. Because if I don't have that tea and I don't report it the right way, they're going to unsubscribe. And I'm not going to make, I keep telling you guys, when you put yourself in a position where you're making a living off of YouTube and that's your sole, that's the only way you eat, that's your sole income. Oh, you're going to do a lot. You're going to do whatever it takes to get where you got to go. You need those numbers to go up. You need that revenue to go up. You need those views to go up. You need those subscribers. That has to be a constant elevation all month, constantly. Your numbers have to be going up, up, up in order to get a decent pay. And you got a team and you have people that are working with you. Oh, I'm lying. Some people, that's how they feel. Oh, I'm lying. I'm lying. I don't care. I don't care if this is true or not. I'm putting it out. Cocoa Butter Barbie says she started out great. She was interesting and had good stories, but her ugliness was just too much. Nobody needs all that toxicity in their life. But you know, the Triple L says, yeah, people were bored. I liked it. It was something new. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, when you start going as far as to, now I'm DMing people's stylists and I'm getting tea from, people that work around celebrities so I can be the first one. Now I'm going and I'm getting Nene Leakes side piece. Like, who freaking cares? How many older women have had a side piece? Oh, but because it's Nene Leakes side piece, we're all going to watch. We all want to hear the mess. Meanwhile, people are talking about Ahmaud Arbery and the killers getting life, and nobody's watching those videos. Let's run over there and watch the side piece. CR said, I watched a video today that said YouTube will probably tell Tasha, we paid you for a video that was a lie, and they will probably want their money back that she made from it. Do you agree? Well, what will happen is when the videos have to come down that were in that, summary judgment that Cardi says she wants them removed, when they come down, that affects your revenue. And, I won't say that YouTube will ask for their money back. YouTube will try not to get involved with the legal, because YouTube doesn't have anything to do with this lawsuit. That's one thing you guys have to realize too. YouTube is not involved in this lawsuit. YouTube is the platform that Tasha K used to put out the content. We actually use their platform, which is why you can't use other people's copyrights. You got to have your own licenses and stuff. We work under YouTube's licenses and YouTube's umbrellas. So they're not really actually in this lawsuit. If they were included in the lawsuit, then they would have some say so. But they really, if they were going to remove Tasha K's videos, they would have done it by now. You understand what I'm saying? They would have gotten it I'm pretty sure they are aware of this. They would have gotten it by now if they were going to remove her channel or remove videos. At the end of the day, Cardi B sued for the defamation. So those videos will be affected because they will have to come down, which means her page would be affected financially. Anytime you start removing videos, that affects your revenue because, you know, your revenue is being calculated based off of all the videos on your channel. So whichever ones are performing, and you trust me, whenever we do a video about Cardi B and this lawsuit, whenever other people do a video about that, you don't think that people go over there and they watch the video, they watch Tasha K's video. So we give her free publicity. We drive, you know what I mean, traffic to her channel just by talking about this. So people want to see the original video, so they go find it. And that drives the revenue up. So it will be affected if the videos, when they come down, because that's part of, what is actually in the lawsuit. And we're not going to go over how much Cardi is suing for, what she's getting. We went over that in a video before. That's not really what I wanted to talk about today. So we're not going to talk about that. If you wanted to find that, you can go and look and find the videos. We've done so many. I don't even know. I believe you can tell by the title. But as time goes on, we will definitely be letting you guys know what the amount is when we know. I'm not doing any more of those going over. We are now in the trial, so we're just going to be going forward with what happens every day. And as of right now, we don't have any updates as to what happened in court today, but probably, sometime this week we will have it. Chief Keish Sosa says, I feel like people, and thank you for the $4.99, girl. I feel like people started to send Tasha K info with malicious intent, thinking there was some type of validity. Hence, side piece speaks out, titles, all right? And another girl showing out. And that's what made people think she had real tea. Exactly. Do the Right Thing says, it's so good to hear intelligent commentary. Love your channel, Sweet Pea. Thank you so much. Do the Right Thing. I try to be honest over here. I know a lot of people feel like I don't like Tasha K. That is far from the truth. I don't know the woman. She doxed me. She really did. She doxed me and my kids before previously. She will lie and say she didn't, but she did. And she sent people over here to let me know that she did so. But she couldn't find anything, so she couldn't really report any information on me. So she really didn't go and talk about me because she couldn't find anything when she did dox. But it's not that I dislike her. I just feel as though she goes too far for videos, and I don't understand that concept. I get on YouTube and I create create my videos and do what I have to do for my subscribers. And I feel like some people just go too far, but I understand the pressure. I see exactly what it is. You know what I mean? I know that pressure, because I live it every day with YouTube. I look at my video stats when I put up my documentaries versus when I do other videos, and I say, wow, the viewers really want this. The viewers want, and if you're on YouTube, that's your whole goal, is to give the viewers what they want. So we're always looking at our analytics and we're always trying to figure out what's best for the viewer. But it's just, how far are you willing to go? And that's my gripe with Tasha K. Not that I dislike her. I just don't understand. I used to watch her. I'm the same as everyone else. I used to watch her. I admired her format. I admired her production. Does that mean I'm jealous? No, I never would be jealous of anyone. I have my own career. I have my own life, and I am successful in my own right, just like she is. But her priorities and her goals are different than mine. And I just will not go as far, to do what she does. Channel chatter, I know that's right. Do you want to be a blessing to the show? You can send Sweet Pea a cash app at the Sweet Pea Diaries. All donations are welcome. However, donating is not required. All right. Thank you in advance. I know that's right, CC. That's my girl. That's CC. In case you do not know, CC is a new moderator and she has been doing a fabulous job. Thank you so much. Now, That's all that I really wanted to come up here and say. The responsibility lies with the viewers now. You guys have to take some responsibility. If you don't want these content creators to be giving out mess, and you don't want them to be messy, and you want them to give you the truth, make them come up here with receipts. Don't just let them give you a story and say, this is true, and present it as facts. I need a receipt. Hey, excuse me, do you got a receipt for that? I need a receipt. Can you drop a receipt, please? I need to see some backup. You just can't take someone's word for it that this is true, this celebrity. I need a DM. I need a goddamn receipt. Let me see a receipt. Receipts, please. We need the receipts. So that's really where I'm at tonight. As you guys can see, there was a possibility of settlement in the beginning of this case, and it was only months into when the lawsuit was filed. The lawsuit was filed in March. In May, they were discussing settlement. I don't know which side said no, we're not doing it. But in my opinion, it wouldn't have been Cardi B. Cardi B has nothing. She has nothing to lose, because if anything, she knew she was winning this thing from the very beginning. Her attorneys advised her. They knew they had it in the bag. In my opinion, Tasha K, with the clickbait, it was more beneficial for her to stay in a lawsuit with Cardi B, because it gives her content and it gives her more leverage on YouTube. It shows her viewers and shows her supporters that she's not backing down, that she's winning, that she's victorious. She's standing in the face of a big time celebrity. So, in my opinion, Tasha K, it was the clickbait for me. All right. It was the clickbait for me. So that's all I have, you guys. If you like this video, please be sure to like it, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a fabulous night. Just think about some of the things that we talked about tonight. Just let that sink in your spirit. All right. I know you guys like the laugh and you like the impressions, but I really wanted to come through with some information tonight that was, thought provoking. Miss Bree says she should have just kept quiet and settled. Okay. Thank you so much, Monica. Always here for you, sweet pea. Your content speaks for itself. I love you too, Monica. With the $4.99, Monica is another loyal moderator and member. She has been with me from the very beginning. I love you, Monica. Everything you do for the channel, your support and love, I feel it through the screen all the time, even in my DMs, all the support. So I love you. All my moderators, all the ones that are not here. Coco, love you. I love everyone. Shebe, all my moderators and supporters. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the Sweet Pea Diaries. You guys be sure to like this video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And we out, y'all. Good night.